Now after opening this SSC specific this utility file, we now move ahead to explore various functions in this utility. The first one is regarding reviewing and comparing the current year form 3CD with the previous year form 3CD as well as the ITR. So for this the relevant menu is this one, and we first of all import the draft 3CD file in this menu. This will take a while. At the close of draft MRL, we'll be asked some details, and after submitting this, the draft MRL is ready with data imported from 3CD. Now, this verification of this draft MRL itself is a verification of 3CD in detail, and as well, this is completely editable, and this is also a review of audit documentation also. So now we move to our next sheet, which is with respect to the review of Form 3CD. Now this review sheet reviews some of the important data pertaining to disallowances of Form 3CD, like the PF disallowances, and then if there are certain non-compliances with Section 269 SS or Section 269T, 269 ST, and with respect to the comparison of GP and NP, and quantitative details, and whether the data with respect to clause 44 GST is arithmetically correct or not, and the calculation of depreciation is correct or not. And further to it, this the comparison of Form 3CD of current year with Form 3CD of previous year. For this purpose, we import Form 3CD of this previous year in this particular sheet, and this would compare this the both years 3CD on certain critical aspects which are self-evident on this sheet. The next sheet is with respect to flags in 3CD. Now there are certain inherent flags in 3CD, that is the 3CD schema which is given, which carries certain flags as yes or no. These flags are listed in this sheet, and if there are errors with respect to the data of 3CD and the flags are incorrect, then there is red marking on this particular cell, and the reason for red marking is also given over here. For example, this SSC is an individual, and inadvertently this column clause 9A of Form 3CD is marked S, so there is a red marking over here. Then we go to CFE flags. This is sheet is with respect to the commonly found errors, observations, and with respect to the critical errors which are given in the guidance note as well with respect to ICI publications. And so this sheet analyzes the 3CD whether there are these errors are contained in our present form 3CD. This helps in reviewing Form 3CD with respect to the honorable ICAI publications. Important aspect is with respect to the comparison of 3CD with ITR. We all know that the department in its schema for ITR has made certain validations that for example, if there are certain allowances and disallowances 3CD, they should be reflected in ITR. So this sheet compares whether those validations are done, and also there are certain important matters which may not be existing in ITR validations, but if reported in 3CD, these may have implications in ITR on computation of income or maybe during the assessment proceedings. These some of the important items are also listed in second part of the sheet. So we for this purpose we import ITR JSON file over here, and we compare whether this there are differences as in reporting in 3CD as well as the ITR. Now one more aspect is that we can import here multiple times. There can be as well. We can also import the previous year 3CD JSON multiple times in this sheet. Further, now during the course of this review of 3CD, there may be we may observe certain discrepancies or errors which may need correction. So we may need to re-import the 3CD over here, and for this purpose we can again re-import the 3CD from this particular menu. Now there are also two support functions available in this utility. Like for example, if you want to know that where exactly this error is crop, what are the details of this red marked error. So we click on this, and this will take us to the particular details in this draft MRL. And this facility is available on all the sheets. We can click on the underlined cells and find out where exactly the details of this particular point are. And one more important facility is with respect to the taking of notes. For example, if you want to know why there is a variation in this GP, then we press Control Shift N and take a note. And then this note would be available for viewing for our assistants, and they may give an explanation over here, and later on when we review this recipe we can look for the explanation. So this helps us to keep track of the queries. Now one more important function is respect to reviewing and printing of this tax audit documentation, where it prepares appointment letter, engagement letter, the MRL as we have, and this is MRL for disallowance with respect to 43BH MSME timely payments, submission of MRL. So these all documents are exportable, and this can be printed in PDF. We can export it, and this would be printed in a PDF. One more support function is with respect to boosting the speed of this utility. If sometimes you find it running slow, then we can use this button to boost up the speed and restart the Excel file. So the objective of this endeavor is to error-free preparation of 3CD and subsequently the ITR. And I hope you like this video and concept. Thank you very much for watching this, and let's stay for the subsequent videos for other functions. Thank you.